Ani buzo wawa mayanga nandishnikas and swakamakandojaba ajijak and dodem. My spirit name is Grey Wolf, and I live in the area also known as the Gathering Place, where the three paths meet in Swakamak, also known as Sudbury, Ontario, on the unceded territories of the Anishinaabe people of Tigmaching First Nation and Wanapate First Nation.
Miigwech, James. How did you find out about the Naandwe Noojimowin program, and what was your experience taking it?
Well, I was hired by Lisa Miwasage back in 2017, and I didn't know that I was going to be going right into that program. I was hired as a data manager and evaluator, which was an integral part of making sure that we captured data pertaining to the program so that we could do research down the road with it. And when I went and showed up, I think my first day of work, I understood that I was going to be involved in a program where I would be a participant. And that's exactly what I was, as a participant in the Naandwe Noojimowin program at that time called Beauty from Ashes. And what I did find from it was the authenticity and the compassion of the people that were facilitating at that time. I had Cheryl Hankard as my group leader, and she was quite able to create a space that was safe and comfortable to be able to talk and to share. And that's what I remember most about that. I mean, a lot of things, but that stands out to me.
How do you feel about the program benefiting people? And can you outline the three primary benefits?
In terms of benefiting people, I think if we consider our medicine wheel and we think about the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual and the physical parts of that, I think that it helps a person to become more connected to their own medicine wheel. And it also, in line with the First Nation mental wellness continuum framework, that program helps to foster that sense of hope, purpose, meaning, and belonging. And that actually reflected in the data that we gathered when we did the photo voice sessions. We did 3 sessions with the participants over a year period of approximately 110 participants in the Naandwe Noojimowin program. And of them, we had a select few that participated in the photo voice, and we were able to capture data that really reflected how it increased the individuals who had participated in the photo voice. It had increased their sense of belonging, their spiritual connectedness, and their overall self-awareness and the ability to navigate through times of trials of difficulty, trauma triggers, for example, and helping to also in terms of the quantitative aspect of the analysis, we saw decreases in depression over 6 months and 12 months periods that were quite substantial, 35% approximately. And then looking at the symptomologies of trauma, there was a decrease in terms of about 46% in the first 6 months period, and then back to baseline around the 12-month period when the analysis went out again, the questionnaires. And what we found is that there was a need for continuation, and I think that a big part of the solution to that was actually bringing the aftercare program into play.
Miigwech, James. What would your suggestions be to people who are considering taking the program?
Well, there's a program that is being offered now that is, it really gives a description as to what you can expect. And I believe once a month that they have a gathering, a Zoom session where you can Zoom in when you're interested, get a hold of Naandwe Noojimowin personnel. And they'll give you the time and date for you to attend, and there'll be a discussion about what Naandwe Noojimowin actually entails, and it gives a really good outline and helps you to determine whether or not it's a good fit. But that's part of it to help you to know if it's a good fit for yourself. Well, I think the program is actually quite remarkable in being able to help people to begin on that healing journey for those who are coming in for a first time, if you will, to look at trying to change their lives and improve their mental wellness and their ability to, navigate the trials and tribulations of life. I can tell you that from my experience, what is really important is the ability for the leadership and your group facilitators to be able to provide that safety in the circle, that sharing circle. And they do a remarkable job of that. I've seen that many times, and it makes all the difference for a person to be able to feel comfortable enough and safe enough to be able to speak their truth. And sometimes, again, that truth being spoken for the first time, maybe. But when they have that ability to do that, they're able to talk about the intergenerational trauma that they may have experienced, and then how it actually might be connected to how they're behaving today and how they act today in terms of their relationships. And when people can start connecting the dots to see how past experiences are actually affecting them and how they cope and how they react to situations, it helps them to learn a better way to respond and how to take care of those relationships in a better way. And it's actually been proven through the data in terms of relationships increasing, in terms of the closeness and the connectivity that they have. Again, from that data that we collected through the Naandwe Noojimowin questionnaires, as well as through the photo voice sessions that we had been able to administer. So I say, yeah, Chimigos for that, because it helps people get on that healing journey, and that sense of connectedness. You build a connection and a bond with the people in your group, and you're not alone anymore. So that sense of not being alone and being able to call on or connect with other people that have had similar situations and feel comfortable to share with them, that's huge.